So there's the front page, and to tie it up, I just did the slip knot with a ribbon. Just punched a hole, slipped a ribbon through, and like that and like that. So that's one way you can close it. Another one is to get an elastic from the store, like a headband hair that you would put your hair back with, and you could just slip it on there like that. That's good too. And I have done ones where you use a hitch here and a little elastic. I mean, there are many ways to do it. You could also just get a length of ribbon and just tie it. But I like this way because it just stays right on there and it's easy to do. You don't really need anything special. Although I am wanting a crocodile so that I can set my eyelets easier. I do have eyelet setters, and I do have eyelets, but I don't like the pounding and everything that goes along with it. So when I get to the city at some point, I'll probably purchase a crocodile punch and setter thingy. Okay, so there's the front. Back I left plain. And I'll just flip through. And if you have questions, leave them in the comments for me. I'll do my best to answer. Freebie printable. And a folded piece of leftover coffee stain paper. Bookmark. Just coffee stain lined paper. There's that little envelope, and this is notebook paper. And this is a freebie tag from Ephemera's Vintage Garden. If you get on her mailing list, she frequently gives away some free printables. Thank you for that. And little printable. This is from my stamp collection. Just a little stamp there. A couple of stamps there. I usually try to leave quite a bit for the recipient to add their own stuff. Empty. Some more notebook. Just folded, lined paper. I did stitching. I'm not in love with it because, I don't know, I think my tension's wrong on the machine. But anyway, I will try that again sometime in the future. Little stencil. A large rectangular piece of cardstock. Could do journaling on it. Could stick a couple of pictures on there. And for my string, I dangled silk flowers, small silk flowers. I just got 2 and stuck them back to back. And then the same with this little heart. I just popped 2 of those, stuck them back to back. Envelope. I just left that because I figured, you know, she might like to color it. Don't want to have all the fun. Again, there's that book page and then pre-cut shape. And I didn't really totally stuff it with, you know, fill everything, but I tried to put quite a bit in there. That's just to journal or pictures. This is, I made this quite some time ago. It's one of those library pocket type things, and I did it with book page. And I didn't fully glue it on there, and that way she can put something in there as well. Stamp. This is one of my hand cut stencils. Back in the day when we didn't have all the things that we have now, I just used an X-Acto knife to cut that. Little card. And with this, it's some really nice scrapbook paper, and I just lined the back so that she can write on there. This had a grid pattern. I didn't bother to put lined paper on this little one. And finally, the last page, and I just did a flat bow out of some of the leftover pieces of the dyed, the coffee stained paper that I had. I had some strips left over, so I made it into a little bow. Put a little heart in the middle there. A little journaling card inside. Again, that freebie from Ephemeris Vintage Garden. And that is that one. And then I have this one. And I kind of did a bit of a different closure on that one. Again, it probably would have been better to have eyelets, but with this one I kind of did a different way where I just put a slit in the very bottom of the ribbon here, and then put it right here by the hole, and then I just strung that through, and that way I'm able to have a singular, I'm able to just have one ribbon. Get that on both sides, and it's a lot nicer to do it that way with this thicker ribbon. I'd rather have it that way than double because it's thicker. Okay, so that's the front. And again, I have the stencil, scrapbook paper, die cut. This is a little freebie printable stencil. Freebie printable. One of my stamps. That might be too bright for it, I don't know. I do like color, but I'm trying to get away from color a little bit with this one. And this is my hand lettering. Notebook paper. EVG free printable. Stamp. I'm just trying to speed it up so it doesn't take all day. This is paper stack. Notebook paper. No envelope. Stencil. Just coffee stained doily. And for this one I just hung off 2 little leaves and a little flower off the center. This is from my stamps and my watercolor. This is EVG printable. Notebook. My stamps. And again, I had that leftover strips of coffee stained paper, so I made ribbon out of it. Just so easy to make, a bow, I should say. And yep, and then little, use my leftover pieces that I have. I like this little, the way that I've stuck it in the corner. I like that. That's the stencil. And tattered, what is it? Tattered something from Tim Holtz. It's a die. And I cut a bunch of flowers out of it from a book page. 3B printable. Little bookmark with the leftover paper. And again, of course, these little corner thingies, you can write on them underneath. Book page and coffee stained paper to make a little kind of a booklet. 3B printable on top. And again, oops, and then another little booklet. There's another of those. Under my stamps. And then at the very last I did, I just glued in a paint sample that you can get at the hardware store. So that's it. I think, when I give these books to my loved ones that I made them for, these journals, these books, I'm going to include a URL where they can go to see how to use it, to fill it, because often people that don't know what these are probably don't use them properly, like filling them with writing and journaling and scraps and bits and pieces. And so I'll probably include a little URL that they can go to, website or something, so they can see someone filled them. Anyway, so that's been my little journey of making these, and I've enjoyed it very much, and I hope that I gave you some good ideas for your journals. Happy journaling.